Welcome back. You're still watching Sprint. And from tennis, let's move now to football. And a very premium award is usually given to the best player of the previous year, 2013, and the best player, or the FIFA Ballon d'Or, was provided to Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese player, definitely for his role with his national team and also with Real Madrid. He was in competition with Frank Ribéry and also in competition with the world best player for several times, Messi, definitely, and that was a tough competition. Now let's have a look at this story where Cristiano Ronaldo managed to win this award.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal and Real Madrid forward Cristiano Ronaldo was named the world's best footballer for the second time on Monday, preventing his great rival Lionel Messi from winning the award for a fifth year in a row. Argentine Messi, hampered by uncharacteristic injury problems at Barcelona late in the year, and Frenchman Frank Ribéry of Bayern Munich were the other candidates for the prize, officially known as the FIFA Ballon d'Or. Jupp Heynckes, now retired, was named Coach of the Year for the first time after his Bayern Munich team won an unprecedented Champions League, Bundesliga and German Cup. Ronaldo was also voted FIFA Player of the Year in 2008 before Messi began a run of 4 successive titles. In 2010 and 2011, the award was fused with the Ballon d'Or award previously handed out by France Football magazine. Although Ronaldo did not win any major titles last season, he has been unable to stop scoring goals. The 28-year-old has 20 La Liga goals this season for Real Madrid and netted a record 9 times in the Champions League group stage. The high point of his year, however, came with Portugal when he scored a stunning hat-trick and almost single-handedly beaten Sweden 3-1 in the second leg of their World Cup playoff tie to send his country through to the finals. The team of the year featured Manuel Neuer in goal, Philipp Lahm, Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva and Dani Alves in defense. Midfielders Andreas Iniesta, Xavi and Ribéry with Ronaldo, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Messi in attack.
Even in my dream, so I have to be proud of my work, what I did during the year, and this is going to give me motivation to work more and dedicate myself more for the future, and I hope to be here next year to try to win the third one.
Welcome back. You're still watching Sprint, and I'm still joined with a sport journalist and analyst, Frederick Nyonga. Thank you very much once again for joining us. If we looked at this award, do you think with the competition of Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo and Frank Ribéry, and I know you'll be inclined towards Frank Ribéry a little bit, but people also was really unhappy that Frank Ribéry didn't manage to win this award?
Look, for me, you know, normally the Ballon d'Or, you know, the Golden Ball, normally is about the records that you've made, you know, or you took part, you know, during the year. And if you look at the 3 players, Ronaldo didn't win anything, you know, in 2013. He didn't win any single title.
In terms of titles, he did not. However, Frank Ribéry had a higher impact.
Yes, he won 5 titles.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
Like the Champions League, the European Super Cup,
yes.
The Champions League,
yes.
and yes,
the Bundesliga,
the league, yes, the Bundesliga, and the German Cup, and you know the cup, the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that they won in Morocco.
The World Club Cup.
Last
yes.
month. Yeah. So if you look at the records, you would see that, you know, normally Ribéry is ahead, and even Messi, you know, because Messi won the La Liga, and he won. I mean, he won something, you know, and he was his best scorer, you know. So you know, this is why I didn't like, you know, the result. But for me, Ronaldo is far away better than Ribéry, but the Golden Ball is normally supposed to reward the player who took part of, in a lot of records and had a huge impact, in those records. And I'm sorry, but Ronaldo didn't have any impact, because he didn't win any title, any single title.
Yes, I think it makes a lot of sense. And the voting system was blamed also for what happened, and the changes in deadlines. Frank Ribéry has blamed that the change of deadline for the voting has really was in the favor of Ronaldo, especially that Ronaldo was excelling in the last period.
Exactly.
And it really made a difference with people, because the voting system, as you know, is based on coaches, based on referees, and this is how it goes.
But the thing is, before the Golden Ball, I mean, before it was, they merged with the FIFA prize, reward, award. Normally it was, a group of journalists. They were like a kind of judge, and each of them had to mention, I think it was 5 players, a list of 5 players, the 5 best players, and at the end you had a rank, a ranking. I prefer this system, because now the problem of Ribéry's problem was the fact that, as you said, the deadline has been delayed, and also, the coaches and the national team's captains, now they take part to the vote, and most of them, decided to favor Ronaldo or Messi, because there is a kind of Barcelona or Real Madrid lobbying, which is very heavy and have a huge impact, and had a huge impact, in the voting. And for sure, Ribéry was having a huge handicap, with what happened,
And this is why I said I won everything I could win with Bayern and individually. Ronaldo, on the other hand, did not win anything. I'm not sad that I missed out, but it does hurt a bit. I deserve to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, it deserves. Honestly, I think that it deserves. And unfortunately, I'm not sure that, he will be able to win it the next time, but with what happened this year, I think that, we should think about the voting, the system of voting, for concerning the Golden Ball. I think this is very important, and because we will have always Ribéry, Messi or Ronaldo, and according to me, I'm not sure that La Liga is the best championship in the world or in Europe, because if you look at the Champions League, for instance, the last winners were Bayern Munich and Chelsea. So, and no one of them, have been rewarded. So
they actually blamed it Thomas Müller or other players.
Yes,
from
like Lam, Philipp Lam. Nobody of them have been.
It's more or less about the glamour of those top players.
Exactly.
You still have this, the top skills, top talent players, definitely. But in terms of impact, he has all the right to say that winning 5 such premium 5 titles like the UEFA Champions League, the World Club Cup, the Bundesliga and the Super Cup, and it's just like winning it all for Bayern Munich definitely is a great achievement. Yeah, from this premium award, let's move on now to Clarence Seedorf, who said there is a lot to do if he is to hoist AC Milan back to the heights of the European and domestic football. More details will be coming up in the next report.
"37-year-old former Dutch international midfielder Clarence Seedorf announced that he is to take over as coach of Milan, a day after the 7-time European champion sacked Massimiliano Allegri in the wake of a shock weekend loss to Serie A strugglers Sassuolo. Seedorf, the first man to win the Champions League with 3 different clubs after stellar spells with Ajax, Real Madrid and Milan, has spent the past 18 months with Botafogo in Brazil. He arrived at Milan San Siro ground on Wednesday evening to meet the players in time to see a 3-1 Italian Cup win over La Spezia. After Sunday's reverse, Milan sit 11th in the Serie A table, 30 points behind leaders Juventus and 20 behind Napoli, who occupy the third and last qualifying spot for the Champions League. Seedorf's arrival has been warmly welcomed by all at the club, including caretaker coach Mauro Tassotti, although the Italian was not alone in underlining Seedorf's lack of top-level coaching experience. The Dutchman, who is only in possession of a UEFA A license, has been given special dispensation ahead of obtaining the UEFA Pro license that would normally have allowed him to coach at the top level. As a Milan player, Seedorf was a figurehead, making more than 400 appearances and winning the Serie A title twice, as well as a pair of Champions League crowns. The Suriname-born star had his first taste of European glory with Ajax in 1995, a second success with Real Madrid 3 years later, and he then won club football's top prize with Milan in 2003 and 2007. Seedorf, who added a Rio League crown to his CV last year, had been expected to prolong his stay in Brazil, but was widely believed to have had a clause inserted into his Botafogo deal, allowing him to leave for a top coaching post. His performances in midfield helped Botafogo to qualify for the Copa Libertadores, the South American equivalent of Europe's Champions League, which starts on January 29th for the first time in 18 years.
Welcome back.